What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Boruto episode 86. This should go ahead and catch us up. And again, like I always say, we'll try to make sure that we're always getting the videos out Sunday or Monday so we're on time and make sure we don't fall behind again. I think episode 87 comes out the 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve, so this will catch us up. We'll be right on schedule for this Sunday. I'm not going to recap too much. If you missed my reaction or recap to what we react to episode 84 and 85, we did a double header video. Check my channel, go back a couple videos and you can see that as well. We see that the other kind of, I don't even know what name we're giving them, the other clones or non-humans, they're starting to break down again, and it looks like what they need from Mitsuki. So I always thought they were going to like dissect Mitsuki and like kill him and really see what's going on inside, but it looks like they just scanned him just to see what was going on. Why they couldn't like make a call and find that out instead of having to like drag him there. They couldn't like just have made a phone call. What makes him different is he has a real human heart inside of him. So then that brings up the dilemma, because like Lord Ku said, what Ohnoki wants to do is to protect the villagers and the other ninja, etc. But to make this grand army of his, to have clones that are like Mitsuki, like indestructible, they won't break down on themselves, you would need human hearts. So if you wanted to create 10 Mitsukis for your village, you'd pretty much have to sacrifice 10 people. If you wanted to create 100, sacrifice 100. If you wanted to create 1,000, you would sacrifice 1,000. Now, I'm sure there must be a way you could talk to Kabutos or the Orochimarus of the world and maybe make a cloned human heart. Just get on it, get experimenting. Then you could just make hearts without having to actually kill humans to get them. I'm sure that's possible. But that brings up the other question. What's Orochimaru been doing? What has that man been up to? Because we know the Mitsuki that we know is not the only Mitsuki that he's made. We've definitely seen others in the test tubes, and we've seen that like grown man Mitsuki. So how many humans has Orochimaru killed to get the perfect clone going? And do other people know about that? Or maybe it's not a real, maybe he did clone a heart and we're not supposed to think of it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're pressing play on the episode right now. Then we get the opening. Another thing I've been wondering, let me turn this down. This is loud AF. Are we going to ever get an explanation or backstory on what the hell happened at the Hidden Stone Village that made him want to do this? Because he said they were under Otsuki attack. Was that part of the movie arc when they got attacked? Was this a whole separate incident that had nothing to do with Momoshiki? Or is it the same event? Because if it's not, and it's something completely different, why haven't we heard about it yet? I don't know, maybe they're waiting till this point, but I feel like the villages would have had to meet again if something like that were to happen. So maybe they've talked about it, we just haven't seen it on screen. I don't know. But I'm really hoping that, what do we have? We only have 2 Saturday? Yes, 2 Sundays left in 2018. I'm honestly hoping that they wrap this up, but I'm going to take that as a no. That we're definitely going to spill into 2019 with this arc. It can't be much longer than 5 episodes. Shit, I said that when they were in the cave looking for the snake, so you see how far we've come. They got there just in time as he was about to answer the phone. Wow, they really did take over the village just like that, huh? That was easy. I thought this was going to be a big like battle in the streets, struggle for power. No, they just took it. What was that about right there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got the same look as you. What was that? Hmm. A man that can fly is just scooting around. So is that the Tushikage's? Was that her son? That definitely sounds like the exact same voice actor as Boruto. They just made it a little bit more high pitched. You better get to flying and get some particle style going, and also live to be over 100 years old. So, can you tell me what happened with this incident? Don't tell me he died in the hospital bed in front of everybody like that. Was he on patrol, or like why was he the one having to stop this random ninja? They're playing the old Shippuden sad music when it kicks in when someone's about to die. You're gonna hear that flat line ding right after he says something real good. There it goes. And that's his stone. How did he know that was going to happen? Whose? I don't know whose kid it was, but they're not his kids. They're actually his grandkids too. Jeez, they're making that dramatic. His fists are bleeding, and it's raining. Because those two are also his grandchildren, correct? So Kuzochi was not one of their kids. Did that generation before die, or? So that was his like deciding factor. I wonder what how he's gonna feel when he finds out that he needs real human hearts. So how did he come across Mitsuki? How did we know that we need him? Let me know how this happened. What's in there? What's in the box? And I want to know how they came across Mitsuki. Open it. Damn it. Known as fabrications began. Dang, they got him in test tubes, just like looks like Orochimaru's office, all over again. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I remember the reason Ku was looking back at that clone guy, the one that's kind of been the ringleader, is because why is he questioning things, or why is he so worried about like this, and this? He should just be following orders, right? They're not supposed to have a certain will. But they could battle it out right there. Yes, what is this sample? Where'd you get it from? How? Explain. Oh, fluff me. Where'd y'all get that from? Where did he get that from? That's why they're all pale white. And how do they find out about Mitsuki? How did they not know Mitsuki was just a young boy living in the Leaf Village? How do they know he's a clone and know to target him? Perfect synthetic human. He said I would never want to do that, but if he had to, he would. Episode's gonna end and we've made no progress. Oh my god, the human hearts. Oh god. Yeah, they're about to fight. So that's what he's basically calling Mitsuki right now. He's basically insulting Mitsuki at the same time by saying that. They're gonna end the episode with that like question, aren't they? So all you gotta do is dumb them down a little bit, get rid of the personality and the emotions. But can you control them if you do that? Music just got real aggressive. Well, you're gonna have to put him down, Ohnoki. He's, tell me he flies in the air and like pulls out that particle. So it'll be Boruto and him fighting for sure. And that's how the episode ends. So, um, let me pause that. Wasn't a terrible episode. I feel like they dragged out that backstory of the kid dying a little long. Um, but that episode was definitely better than the last episode we got of them trying to help the kid get out of there and fighting that big wolf and etc. etc. I get what he's saying, but I feel like they could have gotten all the nations on board with this. Like I understand that the Tushikage was like, no, we can't do this. But it's not like he doesn't have a relationship with Naruto. That he could have just like gone to the village directly and brought it up and met with Orochimaru and be like, what can we do here? The thing still is big questions here. Where'd he get that Zetsu piece from? And B, how? This isn't even B. This is the biggest question of this whole entire... How long has this arc been going on? 3, 4, 5 months? 6 months? I don't know. Something crazy like that. How does Ohnoki and his doctor know that Mitsuki is, like he says, a fabrication, a synthetic human? How do they know that? because people in the village didn't even know. Um, to my understanding, only Naruto and Shikamaru knew that weren't um, Suigetsu or Orochimaru. So how did they find out that information to then target Mitsuki? I hope we get that answered, but it kind of looks like if we were to get it answered, it would have been right there, and we didn't. Um, so it kind of looks like what's going to happen is I think Ohnoki's going to see that they have will and kind of change his mind, and then he'll end up fighting the fabrications he created because they're just going to, their will is going to be warped and they're going to go real off the deep end, and he's going to have to put them down. That's what I think is going to happen. Where Konohamaru falls in place in this, I don't know. We didn't see him at all. So it'll be interesting to see. Just judging by that episode, we're definitely not going to end this in 2018 because that Naruto and whoever that guy is battle is going to take up at least half of the episode next week. And then by the time we wrap that up, we still have to release the Tushikage. They have to take over the village. What is Konohamaru doing? What is Ohnoki's final decision? Then we've got to like wrap it all up and get them back to the Leaf Village. What I just explained could be another 3 months worth of episodes. But we'll see what happens. We're all caught up here. I'm recording this Tuesday night at 1 in the morning. This should go up Wednesday evening, if not latest Thursday afternoon, guys. We'll keep doing that stuff again. I'm closing the anime suggestions on Friday. Closing it, shutting it down Friday night. Go over to my Twitter, right there. Type your anime suggestions and let us know. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, guys. And as always,